Hello everyone, I am Krunal Panchal, working as an assistant professor in computer engineering department at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. Welcome all to the video lecture series of operating system with respect to the syllabus of Gujarat Technological University. In this session, we are going to discuss remaining Linux commands. Okay, in the previous session, we have discussed, this directory commands. In the previous session, we have discussed the directory commands. Now, in the directory commands, one more option was remaining in the last session that I'm going to show you first. Then we'll switch to another command, which is nothing but a calendar. So, in the previous case, suppose if I have one directory called directory 1, and if I want to remove this directory, so as you know very well, one command rm remove directory, rm stands for remove directory, rm space hyphen ir ir. This is one option. I stands for what? Interactive, and R stands for recursive. So recursive means what? Whether this directory contains some files or some subdirectory, or it doesn't contain anything. Still, these recursive, once you use this R option, it means what? Whether it is empty directory or non-empty directory, it will work. But what do you mean by R? What do you mean by, sorry, I? I stands for what? Interactive. It means what? Before going, when you are using without I, it will directly say, for example, directory 1, if I want to remove dir1, it will directly remove this directory from the existing directory. But if I don't want to, if it should be interactive, means what? Whenever I want to remove any directory, it should ask me whether you really want to delete it or not. So in that case, you need to use this hyphen I option. So when suppose now I'm using this I option, okay, let us check. Okay, once you press enter, it will ask you remove directory question mark. If you say yes, why? If you say why, it means what? This directory will be successfully removed from the existing directory. But if you say no, it means what? It will remain as it is. It will not remove. If you say nothing, it means what? By default, it would be considered as no. Means what? This directory will not be removed when you are not mentioning any option over here, whether it is yes or no. Yes. So say for example, if I am press no, what will happen? If I want to check whether it is removed or not from the directory, just list ls command we need to fire. Okay, directory 1 is still there. Yes. But if I say yes, it means, suppose if I say yes, it means what? It will be removed. So you can check it. Yes. Yes. So this is one option we have, very important, we can say very important options we have in with the help of remove directory command. Okay. Now the next command is calendar command. But before going to discuss calendar command, one more command I need to discuss with you, which is nothing but man command. man stands for manual. It means what? It provides help. Okay, this is very powerful command. Okay, through which we can get any type of help of different commands that we have in Linux. Say for example, suppose if I want to see the syntax, if I don't know the syntax, if I don't aware the options, what are the options are available with any command, you can use this. Just if you know the command and if you don't know the options and how we can use that command, if you are not aware about the syntax, so for that this command will help you to identify what is the syntax to use this command and what are the options are available. So if I want to use this, what I will do, I will simply write man space command name CAL. CAL is not a calculator. It is nothing but calendar. Okay. So once I press enter, it will show me the help of calendar command. It will show me the help of calendar command. Okay. So how we can use it? These are the syntax through which you can use this calendar command. There are various options are available. These are the various options, like calendar command can use with -h. Okay, turn off highlighted of today's date, uh, display the calendar in Julian form. Okay, -e you can use -j. So there are various options are available, -m, -o. So these options you can use. See, these are the options of calendar command. Okay, so once you see these options and once you are comfortable how to use it, now you need to exit from this environment. You need to go to the terminal window. So what you need to do is you need to simply press Q, and then you will come out from that environment and enter into a terminal. Now if I want to use this calendar command, simply press CAL without any option. It will show the current month calendar. It will show the current month calendar with today's date, which is in highlighted form. Today is 28 June 2020. Okay, so there are various options are available. Suppose one more options, as we have seen in the options, calendar -j. J stands for Julian. It means what? This calendar will be displayed in Julian form. It means what? Julian calendar will be displayed. So what it will display? So just if you want to see, so instead of showing the number of days in a particular month, what it displays the current day number in 365 days. So today is 180th day of 365 days in this particular year 2020. So this is nothing but cal-j option we have. Okay, so there are other options with cal command, calendar hyphen. Say for example, if you press 1, okay, it will show me as it is, just without using cal command, the same output we are having. Okay, that we have seen in this command cal. Okay, now there are some other options with cal command, like cal-3. If you use cal-3, it shows 3-month calendar. The 1 month is what? The current month, June 2020. The 1 month which is previous month, that is nothing but a May 2020. And the 3rd month, which is nothing but the next month, July 2020. So it show me the 3-month detail: current month, previous month, and next month detail. So this option we have with the help of calendar command. Okay, now there are some other options we have with the help of cal command. Cal hyphen Why? If you want to see the total year calendar, so one option is nothing but kel-y. So just if you simply press enter, and you can see whole year calendar is displayed over here, but it is not displayed in this single screen. If you want to adjust the screen to display all these uh, month detail, what you need to do is you need to simply press control hyphen hyphen two times. It will reduce the screen resolution so that you can see. Now you can see all these months of year 2020, starting from January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Okay, so there are various options we have. So many options are available with calendar command. So the frequently used, the options that I have shown you. One more options we can discuss. Cal hyphen M. M stands for what? Monday. Monday, if you want to display Monday is the first day of a week. So there is one option, cal hyphen M. Then today's, the current month is what? June. Say for example, June. So it will display like this. So it means what? Hyphen M option is used for what purpose? If you want to display Monday is the first day of the week, so you need to use that option like this, cal hyphen M, the name of the month. So this Monday is the first day, you can see. But default, what is the default scenario? In the default calendar, okay, the Sunday would be considered as the first day of the week. So this is nothing but, the calendar option. Now the next command is what we have discussed, directory commands, we have discussed calendar command, we have discussed, manual. Man stands for what? It is basically used for helping. Okay, pwd we have discussed already. Print working directory, pwd. Okay, now the next one is date command. Okay, how we can use date command? Date command is basically used if you want to see the current date and time. So you can simply use date command. It will show the current. It will show, suppose if I want to increase the resolution of this screen. Okay, so what I will, you need to use one shortcut, Control Shift plus plus. In this way you can increase the resolution of this screen. If you want to increase, in that case, Control Shift plus plus, and if you want to reduce the resolution, you need to use Control hyphen hyphen. Okay, so in this case, date will show the today's date, time in IST format, Indian Standard Time, year, and okay, if you want to use some other option with date command, so what you can do is, suppose if you want to display your day, okay, this is nothing but your day, today is Sunday. So if you want to display only a day, so date command with these options plus percentage a, small a, if you use these option, what it will display? It will display a day name, today's day name in short form. So today's is Sunday, but it will display in a short form. Same way, if you use, instead of small a, if you use capital A, it will display the current day in full form. Okay, same way, there are other options. If you use small b, in that case, month, the name of the month will display in the short form, just like this. Today, current month is what? June. Okay, so it will display in a short form. Same way, if you want to display the month in full form, in that case you need to use capital B. So this is the output that you can see. Okay, so there are few more options we have, like if you use capital F. Okay, so it will display the date format in a particular way, like YYY MMDD format. It will display the date in this format, first the year, then month, and then date. Today is 28th June 2020. So if you want to display like this, so you can use these option. Okay, plus percentage with capital F. Okay, the next option is, you can use capital T. Okay, it will show the time. It will show the time with minute and seconds. Okay, if you use small y, it will display a year in a short form. Year in a short form. So instead of 2020, it will display only 20. Okay, if you use capital Y, it will display the year in full form. So 2020. So these are the various options of calendar command. Okay, now the next command is what? Next command is who command. Who command. Okay, so who command. So again, if you want to see the help of who command, man space who, it will show the help of who command, who with options, various options. Which options are available? These, which options? These hyphen A, you can use hyphen A, you can hyphen B, you can use hyphen H for heading. Okay, there are so many options we have with the help of who command. So if you want to quit this, so if you want to go to the terminal window, just simply press Q. Okay, and just simply press who. Who means what? How many, suppose if you are not using any option, okay, with the help of who command, it will show currently which users are logged in. So there are, it show me 2 users. As I told you, this first null is nothing but a root user which is created while I was installed the Linux operating system, and the second one, this acronal, is nothing but that user that I have created, okay, by me. So that's why it show me 2 users are currently logged in. So this is PTS0 is nothing but the terminal that I'm using. So that's why it show me the terminal, because this is nothing but user terminal. Pronal is nothing but a user terminal. Okay. Now there are some other options, like say for example, who am I? Who am I? Suppose if I'm using this command, it is directly giving who is logged in right now. This command show me the name of a user who is currently logged in. So Krunal is logged in right now. Okay. Same way, suppose if you use log name, so it will show me the same output. Okay. So suppose if you want to count, suppose who hyphen count count. Okay, if you use this option, it shows how many total users are currently logged in. So total users are 2. Okay, if you use who hyphen D, so it is basically used how many deadlocks we have. D stands for deadlock. Okay, so there is one deadlock in the system. Okay, so these are the various options of who command. Who command is basically used to display how many users are logged in. Okay, so these are the basic commands. Remaining commands we will see in the next session. Thanks for watching this video.